It's my Geminis. I'm Mocha. If you guys are new, we're going to be looking into what love messages are going to come through for you guys. What is it that you guys need to hear? If you guys are new to the channel, I am Mocha, and where have you guys been? Either way, thank you guys for stopping by and chilling with me for a little bit. This is going to be a love reading for anyone that has Gemini places like myself. I'm a Gemini. Those that are dealing with the Gemini or resonates with Gemini energy. Gemini, right off the bat, someone is very thankful for you. They're appreciative of you. I do see people speaking highly of you. You and your person could have been considered the underdog or underestimated often as a couple or individually. You guys are reaching milestones that people did not see coming. I also see people acknowledging you as a good luck charm, or like ever since you've been in someone's life or ever since someone's been in your life, things have been working more better for you. Things have been progressively moving along. I just feel like people acknowledge the impact that you have on people. Gemini. Gemini. I'm going to pull one oracle card to look at the overall energy of love for you. Then I'm going to pull some tarot for the past, the present, the future. I also want to see what is it that you guys don't see coming, and then we'll close out your reading with advice. Gemini. What is the overall energy for love? Very angelic energy is coming through. If you guys been wanting calmness, peace, clarity from a misunderstanding, work with Archangel Jophiel if you guys feel called to Archangel Jophiel. But I think like the reason why I even brought that up is because there is an angelic presence, especially for those that are calling in that kind of peace, calmness into their love life. Like it's present here. A lot of people might have perceived you as a jokester, as someone that plays games, someone that's not committable, someone that doesn't take love seriously, and they're starting to see a change, a shift, a pivot. Gemini, you're being encouraged to be even more intimate with somebody. And I don't mean like just sexually. This is like vulnerability, transparency. If you want to give to somebody you've been holding out, give. If you want to express and you've been holding out, express. If you want to show, if you want to let someone know, if you want to call somebody, you get my point, do it. Some of you guys could be concerned about a third-party situation. Spirit is coming in to say the stronger the intimacy levels between you and your person, the better it is for you guys as a couple, and like no third party will be a threat. It's all about the intimacy level. I don't know if this is just pertaining to a Venus transit. Venus is currently in Virgo as I record this. I don't know if this is pertaining to the moon in Aquarius that just passed, or if this is just Virgo season message or what. But well, my readings are timeless, but they're just saying, listen, if you have any concerns about any third-party situation, just know as long as you and your person is like this, no one can come in between and separate that connection. They may speak, they may blink an eye, give a wink, but that's not going to shake this connection, okay? Some of you guys have a very colorful past with your person, and some people might feel like, okay, this is how I can squeeze myself in. They're not as strong as other couples are, or I can get in there where I fit in. And that's not like, that's where the underestimated, the underdog as a couple comes in, where it's like, oh, I really can't break them, I really can't come in between them, I can't persuade them, I can't pursue them. Like, they're not leaving this person not leaving them. Their relationship is more solid than I thought. Very angelic energy. There is an energy of protection. There's an energy of reassurance. There's an energy of peace and harmony. And they want you to be intimate. They want you to listen to each other. All these messages are coming in. I haven't even pulled a card for Gemini. All right, let's see what the overall energy is for you guys. Look at this, playfulness. This is intimacy. This is what I'm talking about. Get close with each other. Have fun with each other. Allow the inner child to come out between the two of you guys. Okay, it says to recapture. See what I'm saying? To recapture romance. To recapture. That word recapture is so important in this message because I was picking up this energy of feeling threatened or fearful of third party interference. Let's talk about it. Like I'm hearing someone say, let's talk about it. Some of us are concerned, we're fearful, we're worried, we're scared, we're intimidated. We have this gut instinct or whatever that there could be a third party interference. And when I say third party, I'm not just referring to somebody's ex or someone that's promiscuous or, a third party could be family, it could be friends, a coworker, it could be an addiction. It's the cancer interfering between the connection. But when I was picking up this third party fear in the sphere, Spirit kept saying, be intimate. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing can come in between you guys. And maybe the fear is coming from the fact that there has been some sort of emotional detachment or loss. It's not the way it used to be. We're not as close as we used to be. I can't trust this person. I don't trust this person it's not the same. This is about recapturing that romance, being playful, and becoming more intimate with each other. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That's why this angelic energy is around you guys in your relationship, because they want it to be very innocent. Like sometimes we can't even be in that vibration if we're paranoid, if we're still hurt from the past, we're resentful, we're holding a grudge. There's this angelic energy that's like, let that come and pass. That has come and pass. Leave it in the past. So, yeah. Let me look into the past. What does Spirit want to address about the past for Gemini? Gemini love. Gemini love. Gemini love. Yeah, I'm getting this energy of someone in the past was juggling more than one person, or it was like juggling one or more idea. I'm even hearing an exit plan. It was like either I'm juggling one person or the other. I'm juggling this current reality and what my future can look like. I'm juggling this plan versus this exit plan. I'm juggling too many things. You see like the Two of Pentacles energy, but like in reverse. They're bringing that up about the past for Gemini. Maybe there was a lack of quality time because of all this juggling too, I can imagine. What do you want Gemini to know in the past? They don't really want to talk. Whoever or whatever, this is like, it feels secretive. Not in a bad way, but like, I don't want to talk about the past because it's something that we've moved on from, or we are currently moving on from. But we're going to talk about it because Spirit wants to address this. We have the Wheel of Fortune, strong Jupiter energy. And actually, now I think about it, Jupiter is currently in the sign of Gemini and will be in the sign of Gemini until sometime in May or June next year in 2025. The Wheel of Fortune is talking about fate. It's talking about destiny. It's talking about favor. It's talking about things pivoting and working out better than expected. So in the past, somebody did something, whether it was mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, that made some sort of shift in their life, like a pivot in their life, and made things work out better than they expected. With the Wheel of Fortune, though, it's not always going to feel like a blessing at first. So whatever this change was that happened, it over time kept revealing to you, over time as the wheel kept turning and pivoting, how a decision was like for the best. So, this Wheel of Fortune could be leaving one relationship for another, or being open to love, moving, relocating, going back to a place that you used to live, or, going, like trying something different, or going back and trying something again. I'm strongly picking up a mental shift too in the past. One more card for the past. It's like someone said, you know what, for whatever's best for me, let it happen, God. And God was like, okay, Bet, I got you. As I said that, the Ten of Swords and flew out in reverse. This is so good, y'all. This is so good. The Ten of Swords in reverse is indicating that you will have healed from those knives that were stabbed in the back. You know, the Ten of Swords upright, it could be one of the most painful experiences that you will ever have in life. And I was, you know what's so interesting? Before this Ten of Swords came out in reverse, I said that this feels mental. Like that was one of the very last things I said while I was talking about the Wheel of Fortune. The Ten of Swords in reverse, though, is saying like, this is someone clearly recovering from that situation, that experience. And that's why I say maybe something mentally where you're like, this is no longer going to affect me anymore. I'm no longer going to entertain the past. I'm no longer going to do or think the way that I used to. That's why I said on a physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, all of those things, something shifted. And I'm hearing out of body experience with a Wheel of Fortune. And after you made some sort of life altering decision, it may not felt like life altering at the time, but over time, you'll see how like a decision changed your life. And I think that the decision and the motivation, the courage to do this stemmed from the fact that you made a choice to recover from something that was painful, especially mentally. So let's say someone was in a connection, a relationship, a situation where it was mentally wearing on you. Depression, anxiety, stress, insecurities, fear. The list can go on. I don't know how you muster the courage to say, I'm not going to live like that. I'm not going to think like that. I'm not going to go about life this way. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to say what I need to say. Okay. And I think just on that mental shift alone, like things just went up for you. That's cool. That's cool. Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Swords in reverse. And the fact that the Wheel of Fortune is upright just tells me like someone did the right thing. I do feel like somebody forgave somebody, or someone decided to move on from like a really tough situation between the two of you guys, or between you and someone else. Let's look into the present. What's in the present for Gemini? Gemini. Oh, these two cards want to fly out. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So this is definitely indicating to me, like, remember in the 10 going to the Ace. Yeah, so in the present, when it comes to love, what I love about you, Gemini, is that you're showing up halfway serious about love. This could be longevity. I want a long-term commitment. I want a marriage, or I'm looking for my lifetime partner. I'm looking to purchase a home and assets, property, land, create businesses with my person. I'm looking to live a healthier life. I'm looking to retire. So Gemini is coming into this connection, this relationship, or if you guys are single, taking love a lot more seriously and thinking down the road long term, especially after, mentally recovering from whatever happened here with the Ten of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. This is a good thing. I love that the mindset says, now what's next? What's more promising for me? What's coming in for me? I'm ready for it. The Seven of Cups tells me that you have lots of ideas, lots of options, lots of plans. Be mindful with the Seven of Cups, because sometimes we can really look into the future without any proper planning, without writing anything down, without making any phone calls or getting any paperwork going. Because the Ace of Pentacles is actually, it's an action-oriented card to me, because the Ace of Pentacles is a blessing that comes from God, and it's going to require you to show up and maintain this blessing. So the Seven of Cups, it's good that you are out of this mindset of going through that painful experience, but just also handle these options, these scenarios, these future plans as if they're real. Okay, so some of you guys are like, with this Ace of Pentacles. I want a home, I want a job, I want a career, I want to move here, I want to create this, I want to do that, I want this kind of relationship, I want these amount of children, I want this family, I want this lifestyle. Okay, so take this seriously. What are you going to do about that? Are you going to learn? Are you going to read? What are you going to invest? Like, how are we going to move forward? I'm going to clarify these cards for you too, Gemini. Gemini, y'all got out of a very depressive situation, very anxiety-filled, stressful. I'm hearing that some of you guys didn't even eat. Very, very happy that you guys are coming in the present, very confident about love and what you want in the future. Some of you guys may have a very solid partner right in front of you, but you're thinking too much about every other scenario and every option versus like being present, because this Ace of Pentacles could definitely represent a solid partner. It's representing you, but I feel like it's representing a solid partner. What's going on in the future for Gemini? We have the Hermit, strong Virgo energy. You know what this is? This is Gemini saying, okay, I have a lot of future plans with the Seven of Cups. Let me figure out how I want to go about it. You guys might overthink yourself with all these future plans. You might get overwhelmed, especially with Jupiter and Gemini. I believe Mars is in Gemini as I'm recording this as well. One more for Gemini. I feel like Gemini is going to end up isolating themselves due to pressure. With the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, it doesn't mean that you won't accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to do. It just feels like I do feel pressure. So the Hermit says, I'll go into isolation. I'll connect with Source. I'll connect with God. I'll connect with my ancestors. And then I'll come back and connect with society. The card that fell with the Hermit is the Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is definitely a Gemini that wants to be left alone. Okay, they are protecting their energy at this time. So far, the only major arcanas are the Wheel of Fortune and the Hermit. So what this appears to me is that Gemini understands that when they make life-altering decisions, when they listen to what God tells them, this determines their fate. Like I was saying, the Wheel of Fortune represents your fate, your destiny, the trajectory of your life. Maybe there's something going on here in the present with the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups with choices and options that Gemini is going back to what they know, which is to go into Hermit mode, reflect, do some self-development, self-improvement, self-evaluation, connect with Source, connect with God, and then I'll come back and know what to do with these options, okay? The Hermit in this Gemini love reading is telling me like Gemini just going back to what they know, guys. They're just going back to what they know. And what they know is to go into solitude, go into isolation and work on themselves. So, cross-watch your third party, flip or switch the roles, guys. If Gemini in the future just goes silent, they limit access to who has access to them. I wouldn't take it personal unless you cross that boundary and then they get really upset with you with the Seven of Wands and tell you to back off. Because some of these Geminis really are getting intentional in this Hermit energy and they'll start to block people with the Seven of Wands. Some of you guys have security or you have a method of, keeping your peace protected. Like the Seven of Wands could definitely be someone that you hire to let other people know that they don't have access to you. While you're going into Hermit mode, you have an assistant, you have a child, you have somebody saying, yeah, Gemini is not available at this time, but I will take a message. Okay. Let me see if there's any cards I want to clarify. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. Wow, we got 2 sevens here as well. 7 can be a card of luck. It can also be a card of completion. Oh, you're completing something before you start something else. with the Ace of Pentacles. So you're telling people to back off. You're doing something like maybe one thing at a time or a few things at a time. And so people, like, you need privacy, you need time to focus. It's like you recovered from a situation, so you're trying to like really make sure that you don't repeat any past mistakes where you let yourself get distracted. Clarify the Seven of Cups for me. It's like you're trying something again. Love. Seven of Cups is unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. The Seven of Cups is like a whole new rebrand for Gemini in matters of love. Like the Seven of Cups is about Gemini loving themselves, Gemini loving their kids, their family, their career, their path, their passion, Gemini loving their person, like Gemini doing a lot of self. Like this is about, again, the Seven of Cups clarified the Hermit, and the Love card clarified the Seven of Cups. Gemini is not trying to ignore and avoid people. Gemini is simply working on themselves, guys. So again, I don't see people having too much access to Gemini. This is a whole rebrand. It's not just a rebrand for the public. It's a rebrand for Gemini and everyone in their personal life. It's not just a rebrand to just, for looks and, put on a facade. This is like an internal thing too with the Hermit. Like if the Six of Wands was here, I would be like, okay, you want people to see that you're happy, this and that. But like with the Hermits, I actually know I want to stay to myself and I want to just work on things internally, work on in-house things. And then I'll be able to come out and socialize with everybody else. This is why with the Seven of Wands, someone is so protective of their space and their energy because their intentions are good. And I see that here. Ace of Pentacles, this is a new era for Gemini in matters of love. Everything down to their finances, how they take care of themselves, how they take care of others, how they show up for themselves, how they show up for others. All of that is going to be different. I'm telling you, Gemini is not going to be the same. Like, no. Let's see, what is it that you guys don't see coming? I feel like there's somebody that's complicated or a complicated situation is going to come up in this reading. Or maybe that Spirit just wants me to highlight that. What is it that the Gemini doesn't see coming? Hearing someone say, make a choice or you have to choose. We have a message. So you don't see coming as communication. This feels like something that someone's been, has had on their heart for a while. I feel like whoever wants to communicate with you, this message, they're not big on communication. And I don't know how Geminis manage to deal with that because Geminis need mental stimulation and they need communication. But whoever this is, they don't really talk. So this might be a surprise to you. What else do you not see coming, Gemini? We have friendship. There's somebody coming through that's your friend that wants to communicate with you. Again, I was speaking of the energy, like this has been on someone's chest. Look how her arms are around his chest, over his chest. Yeah, this person doesn't communicate, and I can see why. Maybe you friend zone them. Maybe, they didn't want to cross boundaries with you. Seven of Cups, that could be affection and attraction with this love card coming from a friend. One more for what is it that you guys don't see coming. Bottom of the deck is independent. Okay, so what you guys don't see coming is not ready, slow down. Yeah, someone might be communicating to somebody that they're not ready, or they want to take things slow, or they're not prioritizing whatever someone is asking for right now, or they're taking a different path right now. Something is not as important to the Gemini as it is to someone else, or like flip or switch the roles. There could be a friendship here that wants to rekindle something between you, and you or that person could not be ready for that. Okay, so let me pull some cards for advice. In matters of love, Gemini, I don't even see your person. To be honest with you, what I do see is that Gemini is focusing on themselves. Like I said, in the past, you guys had to make a life-altering decision, whether that was something mental, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. This was one of the best decisions that you could have made for yourself in matters of love. And like I said, it may have not felt that great in the beginning, but over time, if you reflect, you'll see how you were favored in this situation, how things actually end up working out a lot more better than you thought. If you look at it like overall, look at the bigger picture. What's the advice? I feel like Spirit wants to say with the Seven of Wands, choose your battles wisely. Not everybody needs to hear your reaction to everything, especially if you feel provoked. That's why I was picking up like some of you Geminis will have security, or you'll have an assistant, someone relay a message for you. We have the Three of Pentacles. Someone wants you to work as a team. Work as a team. You don't have to get so defensive. We can work together. This might be challenging for the Hermit, because the Hermit it's not that the Hermit isn't a team-oriented person. They're truly a loner by choice. By choice. I just want to feel the need to repeat that. By choice. I keep saying that, by choice. But you know what? It takes a village. Honestly, Gemini. So that's some advice. Not this advice, it takes a village, is definitely coming from ancestors. When you're in hermit mode, you definitely could be like connecting, like I said earlier, with a higher source, ancestors, spirit, God, archangels, you name it. And they're going to be telling you to work as a team. You guys want to achieve certain goals. These goals cannot be achieved by yourself. Some people may be trying to relay this message to you, and they could be trying to relay this message too soon, and you might, push them back and say, I didn't ask for your opinion or your advice. But at the end of the day, you guys are all going to agree that teamwork made the dream work. It takes a village. Ooh, this is a long reading for Gemini. We have the Six of Pentacles. Yes. Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles for advice. I'm going to pull one more card. Yes, guys, work as a team. There is something coming in for you guys, but here's the advice. It's going to require reciprocity, fairness. It's going to require you to be considerate of other people and vice versa. It's going to require you guys to work as a team. Maybe this is why it's taking you a minute to step out and engage with other people, trust other people, because you were in this Ten of Swords in reverse in the past where you recovered from a betrayal or a disappointment, a setback, and it affected you mentally. So to work with other people is probably asking more of you than, the average person might think. Didn't I say I picked up the Two of Pentacles earlier with this juggling energy? This is so funny to me. We have all of these pentacles here. Three pentacles came out for advice. And the pentacles can also represent acts of service. So the Two of Pentacles is saying that you're going to have to put in effort, put in work. You're going to have to balance your time, your energy. This is definitely about reciprocity and playing your part and doing your part. Gemini, you can't do this all by yourself. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. So there's definitely going to be somebody here communicating with you, what their concerns are, what they want, what they don't want. They're going to be transparent and vulnerable with you. They're going to open their heart to you. Page of Cups is a very vulnerable card. Wow. Right underneath that is the Sun. Yeah, someone's going to be expressing to you how much they miss you, want you, value you, how much they feel for you. And this is going to actually open up the heart space even more. The inner child is going to come out. I was just talking about that with this playfulness here. Didn't I say something in the very beginning about intimacy? We capture romance. Be playful. Be vulnerable. Right underneath that, we have the Temperance card and we have the King of Cups. So we could definitely be talking about a Libra, Scorpio, or a Sagittarius. This is someone coming towards you. They're going to be expressing to you are the love of their life. Okay, you give them vitality. They see a lot of potential with you. They're working on themselves as well. As you're working on themselves, they're working on themselves too. Both parties are working on themselves. So I don't know who this extra people is that you got to work with as a team. Maybe it's just you and your person. Maybe it's you and your person and a third party. if there's a co-parenting situation, maybe it's you and this person and an extended family from both sides. Either way, or a friendship, like a friendship came out earlier. That's interesting. We got the Page of Cups and we have a message here. Also, if someone is juggling more than one person, I do see someone saying, I'm not ready, or, slow down, we're just friends. Okay, that's coming through as well. But yeah, the advice is to allow yourself to be vulnerable, open your heart, be willing to put in more effort, do your part, work as a team. Be considerate that other people, like your person, could be working on themselves just like you're working on yourself in different ways. Okay? So, yeah, Gemini. You guys probably got the longest reading. Consider it me giving you guys a love exchange. And until next time, we'll see each other. Don't forget to look in the description box below to follow me on my socials, book a personal reading, comment, like, share, help the channel grow. And until next time, we'll see each other. Bye.